While Al's getting set up, I want to talk about our show on March 2nd. It's going to be called A Whimsical Winter's Night. I'll make these book covers slash posters. So it's going to have Arlow's on. We're going to be headlining, and then Morris Wilbridge, as well as the Shivering Bird. It's going to be the Shivering Bird's first performance in Flint. We actually met him here, and we hung out with him a couple times, and we begged him to open for us for this show, and he agreed. So it's going to be at Churchill's, Friday, March 2nd. And $5 cover as usual. So if you guys want to come up, or you guys want to just take one, pass it down kind of thing, feel free. Please do if you don't mind. We'd appreciate it very much. So I'll just start it somewhere. Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah, I guarantee you to have a pretty fun time that night.
Yeah, I think during that show as well, we're going to be playing a lot more of our electronic stuff. So something new for us and something new for you. More danceable. So if you're looking to dance and just hang out, that'll be a fun time.
Alright, first two songs we're not going to sing in our native language.
Yeah.
Well, Allie's going to be doing the singing.
I'm going to be botching it up. So if anyone speaks Italian or French, I'm sorry.
Okay, if you know the song, definitely sing along. I know it's in French and everything, but you might still know it.
Je baladais sur l'avenue, le corps envers de langue qui bouge. J'avais envie de dire bonjour à n'importe qui. N'importe qui, et c'est pour toi, je t'ai dit n'importe quoi. Il suffisait de te parler pour traverser.
Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sur le puits, à midi, oh à minuit, il y a qu'est-ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées.
Tu m'as dit, j'ai rendez-vous dans un sous-sol avec du feu qui vivant le plus tard, la main au soir du matin. Alors j'étais accompagnant, on chantait, on dansait, et le roman m'a bon passé, on embrassait.
Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sur le puits, à midi, or à minuit, il y a tout que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées.
So this next one is actually, let's see, it's a Beethoven 7th Symphony, 2nd movement.
On a banjo?
On a banjo, yes. And the song, if you were at the burlesque show the other night, I performed this song. But I'm going to attempt to sing it and probably mess it up in Italian, but here it goes anyway.
boys.
All right, we got one more for you. This is an original. Some of you have probably heard this.
Dueling accordions.
Yes. Yeah. This is.
Have we posted the Flint Talk Radio?
Yes. Yeah.
Play that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did an interview with Flint Talk Radio. It's basically an online sort of radio station, I guess. Anyway, they videotaped the interview. I think that's on our Facebook. Or it will be.
Yep,
You
it
just
is-
go to
it is on our
Facebook
Facebook,
/ Arlow's on. Spelling's on the flyer.
So this one's called Mannequins.
When I was a girl, yes I had a dream that mannequins were melting all over me. And my mother woke me, and I was in tears. I said, Mommy, please don't melt onto me. This is my melody. This is my battle call. Mommy, Mommy, please do not melt onto me. This is my melody. 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 La la ha ha. When I was a girl, yes, I had a dream that I was the goal of everything that I would fall, and the goals would be yes, they call. March 2nd, so Churchill's, check out our show. We'd love to see you guys there. And again, please come back next month. Love to see you there too. Here.
Give it up. Give it for Aisha.
So I have mine in paper form, but hopefully I don't have to look at them. But since I have them, I figured I would set it up. I'm just going to forewarn, these are not happy poems.
Oh no.
They're realistic. Let's just say realistic poems.
Yeah.
This light is pretty bright. Warning shots go off like car alarms. Regret lines crevices that lack relevance, falling victim to the words never said. Another day of tested tolerance. I once crossed my fingers for good measure as I tossed coins to moving fountains, wished upon ladybugs on a setting sun as I held them in my hands. But nothing was more powerful than your sacrificial drowning in today's liquor store special. I soon realized you were no longer the man I loved, but a formless entity of his previous existence, culture for empty bottles left in your own darkness. So at night, I fall asleep to the sounds of a city that has yet to lay its mind to rest. Hoping I don't wake up to taste aftermath upon my lips, I naively attempt to lie to myself by imagining some nonsense coated with hypocrisy. Bottles break beneath silent footsteps as hope suffocates in yesterday's buzz and tomorrow's anticipated intoxication. So every morning I wake to face the music of my reality. Wishing I can cover up the evidence, from dusk to dawn I cry my sorrows into the stitches of my pillowcase and upon the rim of my voice box. You once said to me, in too few words, that the proof was never strong enough. Because I question your actions, my concern is not aesthetically pleasing, nor is it convenient on things I wish I could disguise it better. Through the floorboards, forgiveness speaks, but it's difficult to hear the muffled cries when warning shots go up like car alarms in a city that never sleeps. Thank you. Okay, the second one is, I guess it's short and sweet. It's shorter than the last one. My memory's not like gigantic, so I don't write long poems. Okay. Burning buildings fall. Forgotten dreams barely survive as cracked sidewalks lead nowhere. Forced to surrender control, the ordinary forfeit their grip on childhood fantasies. Because in America we die young. Mocked by the steps to anywhere, an attempt to go somewhere, privilege topples the fragment opportunity that exists upon our fingertips. Brainwashed by perfectly orchestrated hypocrisies, under layers and layers of false contentment, resentment, reluctance, hearts break on weak stomachs, hands shake on soft goodbyes. Another generation lost and blind. Because in America we die young. Giving up mid-sentence, legs too weak to go the distance. Distracted by the convenience that is society's existence. Secret promises left face down, breathing in the dust of our past. Crippled by complacency, a paralyzing tragedy. Because in America dreams die young. Crushed by the paralyzing reality that we face every day. Crushed by the unforeseen burdens of our life. America, dreams die young.
This is his first time. Give it up.
All right.
This is a song I'm working on. My life is filled with hate. I try to block out the negative, but the words always penetrate. I get filled with anger, become a stranger in my own brain. The shit's driving me insane. I'm losing my mind cell by cell and no more feeling like hell. I can't stay this way because I can keep fighting to make it through the day. I don't want to be pissed when God comes to take me away. I don't want to spend the rest of my life seeing nothing but gray. It's time to live in the moment and knowing I gotta keep it real. Other people say affect the way that I feel, but yo, I'm stuck in the 810. Maybe one day I just pick up and go. Pick a river and go with the flow, see where it takes me. Maybe one day I'll be MC. It's starting to like my girl, cause you know she's my world. For her, there's nothing I won't do. It's a hard world, man. I'm trying to make it through. Well, maybe everything I do is gonna be for you. Yeah, just go and leave the haters behind. You thinking this me must be out of your mind. Anyone who doesn't support me ain't worth my time. If you're gonna hate, practice being in mind and keep your mouth shut, cause I don't care. Sometimes it's enough to make me wanna pull out my hair. I wonder if life will ever be fair. Oh well, I'm gonna ride this road of life and I won't be stopping any mind strike. Yo, you never know, this could be your last day on earth before your life's taken away. So live your life like this is your last day. Haters gonna hate, so who cares what they say? It's your life, living your own way. Don't be afraid to chase a dream. Live your life like a stream, climb out just a scream. And blow off steam, take any and every chance to feel the thrill. And take time just to sit back and chill. I choose to be an MC, so I'm here showing my skills. So listen my rhymes as this bill. I'm listening to what I'm rapping about. Put in my shoes, see how long it lasts. See the way that I see it, don't drive you crazy. This life's a ride, and I plan to take it all the way and keep on rapping on my last day. Yeah.
All right, for real, give it up for B. Thank you, sir. All right, we're gonna have Polly come up here and make a quick announcement.
Ariel Simone, myself, and Kenny Little, if anybody's familiar with that. Those people, us, whatever. We're gonna do a group show, the three of us, fill in every little piece of wall space in here and have an opening, which will be announced soon. Around the 20th or the 21st, we'll start hanging up, and then we'll have a big opening with music and all that good stuff, poetry, and it should be great. Come and check it out if you haven't seen any of my work or their work. And that's all I have to say about that.
Going to be a Facebook event, or how's this known?
There'll be a Facebook event. There'll be flyers, like 2 sets of flyers, colored flyers, black and white flyers. If you know what, if you know the flyers that I make, you'll see those. Like you'll recognize those. But yeah, all the dates will be set out really soon. We're setting up this month, the 20th and the 21st. So. Please come out and show some support, because it's not just going to be us, the artists, supporting it. It'll be the musicians and the poets also.
Sweet.
That's it.
Sweet. Yeah.
Foot stomping or clapping is encouraged. So. Sorry. I'll try not to stop halfway through this time.
We won't notice.
Yeah.
Give it up for Miss Robin. First time in a row. All right. If there's no one else, we're gonna close with Nick Custer Lackluster.
How you guys doing? Woo! These are all new poems, so they're all voices pieces. Which voices? It's a yearly event we have for the CA. How you doing? Where we mix up a visual artist with a written artist or a performer of some kind, and they make collaborative works. I've taken on a few partners. So I'm going to read this first quick one, which is for Ariel Simone, which has got that show in this room after the 21st, so check out for that. And the picture she did is like, it's like a faceless girl from some lifestyles class, and it's like,
Some good stuff.
yeah, you'll understand what she'll
The show will be entitled Round 1, by the way.
The show will be entitled Round 1, by the way. That Voices is May 5th at GFAC, and it's free, so you really shouldn't miss it. You have no excuse, Al, to miss it. Anyways, so this is real quick. Another faceless girl perched at the end of the bed, cooing daybreak under my eyelids. Posed nude, with neck outstretched like a hen hungry to get plucked again, or a strange interpretation of an Italian flamingo from some fashion magazine to disguise her insecurities. Feathered eyes looking ahead in time to after our eventual grind and passionate fry, beyond the choice of feast on breast meat or dine on her spine, to where we recline, her heart over mine, slipping away back to sleep for a few more hours before she finally has to fly. So that's that. So I'll read, the next piece I got is collaborative with Jenny Munch. It's similar to that painting right there, but it's more vertical and I'm being hung in the painting.
There's no mustache.
And there's no mustache because it's American. American made.
Like the mustache.
It kind of connects, but the poem's called Vortexville. And that's that. 3 expressways in and no way out. One way through, easily confused with bricks and booze. Barely a city, first in bankrupt and underused. Predictably, we as citizens, though few, feel toxic and abused. Ugly factory blues paint the news with blood, blight, and burnt down schools. Appealing like roadkill to the flighty New York culture vultures of cool who call struggle quaint and pick at bones like fools. But the hometown artist is honor-bound to defend its muse, even from its suicidal self. And I refuse to let this refuge for fellow refuse, otherwise known as hell, be scrapped and collapsed by the bulldozer agendas of explorers with wealth. The last thing we need is to be a destination for spring break or have more irresponsible drunks ready to fight when they see the city limits sign. Suburban education stifles generations who feel safest with segregation to stay blind. More demolitions every day, but no one needs a commune of gated condos to replace the vacancy, or another exclusive event too expensive for locals to attend while decision makers devour parcels of parents' land like a course of fillets. Why build up more unnecessary waste? It took decades and a Democrat in office to get this reprieve. Let's not get hanged up for our children's sake. So easy to parking lot away great centurion trees and obvious opportunities. So hard to remember the prosperous city. All that's left is old curb breaks, empty union halls, and the Alzheimer elderly. We tried and failed to grow great as nightmarish serfs to dollars. But why try to stay peasants when the literal kingdom is already ours? Crown yourself with an arrowhead and plant a sunflower field on a burnt-out lot. Orchards in the middle of the block. Let the metal fiends take care of your recycling. Compost leaf pickup to redefine industrial park. Teach art and philosophy to kids who think they can only make it as sports stars and renaturalize your life. Now is the time to support imaginations, quit blaming big business for our plight. If we are to teach them to demand necessities, first off we need to teach them to read and write. Cultivating our own leaders starts with the simple seeds of constitutional literacy. Because the right to bear arms is always second to the #1 priority, respect for others' diversity. And those in the know that until now the country has been aimed like a plane on a trajectory for tragedy. An epic untold and a people polluted with propaganda imagery. Now, you see, is the time to re-educate ourselves and manifest a new destiny. So, the end of these work, but yeah.
Great, very good. Wonderful.
Don't crap, because the end is obviously crap. Well, I'll work on it, and I appreciate your
No,
honest
it's
feedback. That's
great.
why I read this for the first time in front of you people. This is like my family. You guys are safe. So much courageous poetry going on.
You don't throw
I can
things.
have horrible endings
No.
and know that you guys aren't going to judge me too harshly.
Good.
Too harshly. Okay, I got one more. If that's cool, say cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been working on this for a while, and I finally decided to just end it and like chop the hell out of it. So that's ironic, hell. So I'll just let it go. It's the title track from my previous book, which was entitled "Horny Scheme Ass Demons." It speaks for itself. Good try. There's a sick hipster appeal to living in a town this real. There's little here for fun, and home is hell for some who dip out to craft big city lives from the scraps of kings. The best of us are hired as escape artists at the age of 18, but there's no need to blame the evacuees. They did their time. Blame ourselves, because blindness is no defense in the face of blaring realities. Only God knows what it means when most fields in this city were first built up dreams, burnt down rapidly to erase bad memories. The boom times are gone, and so is prosperity. The only boom that makes money now is liquor store robbery. Behind weed, greed, and exploitation is the backbone of our economy. Heavens forbid someone forgive the need to survive when no one provides hope or a living salary. Unions provided a false sense of security, but the ease of certain things like summoning cash by smiling, smug, sawed-off fangs reminds us the devil works in mysterious ways when coping with desperation and hunger pains, or of seeking alternatives to the martyrdom of minimum wage. Even with paradise underfoot, inner demons cause generational pain. Maybe instead of being the destitute descendants of opportunity's haze, horny scheme-ass demons is a more fitting phrase. Isn't that what the headlines read? Action news spicing up the verbiage, planting seeds, and in TV times like these, everybody needs a sacrificial savior to disrupt the feed, or a monk making a stand in gasoline for them to feel at ease and take the lead, but that's not me. Fiends seeking another funeral by fire truck should crack a beer as Arson City cashes in on bad luck and low self-esteem. Slashed wrists, spewing bedrock flames, delayed results of mafioso motor greed, and fools falling for a hangman's dream, while leaders drive away in ironies trailed by folded factories. Stay here long enough and there's a real chance of getting stuck, stoned to broke in a pothole rut. A loony wolf tricked into twiddling thumbs while the trapper comes instead of gnawing off its own foot. For a second, imagine starting over as the same kitty cherubs, still choosing to chisel wild horns from woolen halos. But this time let it be enlightening. This time, as a trusty corporate angel, rob the system and earn yourself a bailout. Because while everyone agrees that you should agree to everything when referred to a pair of split-kissed pistol lips mouthing seriousness for some dumb, gunmetal ventriloquist, the truth's obvious to any idiot. Then security cameras paparazzi enough to know you won't get away with it. Funny how many registers are already stripped down to their nickels and cents before the bad guys arrive to cash out the Coinstar contents. Corporate crooks still collecting decades worth of ruinous rents. Nothing left to steal in Flint except the fillings from our teeth, so thank God mine are made from PVC. Half the population lives up to polluted expectations and never leave this shallow sea. Raised from tadpoles and chlorine fountains, surviving with deformities, waiting to steal kisses from a non-existent princess while croaking on modernity. Possessed with angry notions, the young trade salvation for a 23, destined to repeat the cycle until hellbound, shot down, or murderous, rich and free. This was ground zero for profit motives, sacrificing people in the name of the godly economy. And now we sacrifice ourselves long after the temple sites have nothing. And we sacrifice ourselves long after the temple sites have nothing left but vast foundation slabs, dammed with dirt, but yet unbloodied. Okay, so that's that. You guys want to hear a real poem? Yeah. Like I'm really not that, not with it most of the time. And in honor of Valentine's Day, I think I'll read a poem called Sad Arson Hearts.
Yay.
I really love that.
It's another Voices piece, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Jen. I only go for girls with dry wit and sad arson hearts. The ones I date lick lips, dragging Zippo clicks across their chests and playfully threatening to go through with it. I'm a fool. I'm a fool for that. Just a product of my environment. I'm not into girls that nibble on their fingertips, determined to sit because the future's stamped with hopelessness. I'm down with defiant chicks that phoenix out when faced with foreclosure or having their copper dresses stripped. I know that not all of us can be saved. See, I do know some of these poems. I do know them. This is a musical interlude.
I have a copy of it in my phone.
Wow, it's such a... Aha. Let's try that again. I'm down with the defiant chicks that phoenix out when faced with foreclosure or having their copper dresses stripped. I've learned not all of us can be fixed, but I'm stuck on girls that repossess their own destinies. Even if that means the whole squatting inferno, Romeo, Juliet, poison dagger thing. I've spent dizzying nights with girls who giggle about their crumbling lipstick architecture in the bitter Michigan winter, wondering if a little fire will bring them clarity. As a kid, oh shit, what did I do as a kid? As a kid, I dreamt about fixing the derelict buildings of my Midwestern city, all of which have since been... Man, this spotlight is killing it.
Hey.
I'm just gonna do it like this. As a kid, I dreamt about fixing the derelict buildings of my Midwestern city, all of which have since been erased by fire, work crews, and misery. I knew nothing about CPs or girls and less about the real world. But I've known the sharp pain of heartbreak and disappointment well enough by now that it barely phases me. Sometimes I've seen you have to sacrifice a house full of dreams to find your real home, even if that means setting up camp on a patch of new grass and reimagining. Thank you. I'm Nick Custer, and I appreciate you guys bearing with me.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. All right, one more time for Lackluster. All right, thank you all very much. This has been a great open mic. I can't think of a better crowd. I love new people coming in, playing new things, doing new things. And I love the people that's been doing it, doing their thing.
We love you too.
Yeah.
We love you too, Mike.
All right. That's all I have. I've been Pal Al Harris. This is a creative collab night. Give your love to Ken. He lets us be here. This is our home. Thank you all very much. If there's nothing else, if anybody has anything to announce or anything, go right ahead.
Brian's pregnant.
I knew it. Yeah. It's been so cranky lately.
He's glowing.
Do me a favor before you leave. If you see any trash around, you go ahead and pick it up. I have less of a job than to do. But yeah, have a great month, and we'll see you next month.
Yay!